hello, hello.
All right.
What is going? How are we doing? Okay, there we are back in business. Sharon, do me a favor. Something's glimmering behind my head. We just shut that deal because it is hard to look at. What's cooking? What's going on, everyone? Here we are. Ooh,
Is that better?
that might be better. I have no idea how.
Dark.
I have no idea how it looks to anyone else. I don't know if anyone can see us. I'm not seeing any messages or anything like that. So I'm not quite sure. I hope that we're live right now. I hope you guys can see us. I'm sorry for the tease. We said live from our balcony, and as we connected from our balcony, all of a sudden the connection wouldn't go through. So we had to quickly change that up to live from our cabin. So that's the deal. That's what's going on. I don't see any chat.
Gosh, I can see on by looking at Sarah, I have like big rings for my
Nice,
sunglasses
man.
today.
It looks fantastic. It looks fantastic.
Yeah,
I don't see any chat or anything there. So,
It's weird.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm sorry, guys. If you're asking questions, we don't see any of the chat coming through at this
Yeah,
time.
the chat's not showing.
I don't even know if you guys see us or anything of the sorts. So, we appreciate you being here. We just want to come by and check in and say hello, hello. We had a great day in Cabo San Lucas today.
It was
You might be able to
warm.
tell by the sunburn and the shine that we're sporting right now.
Yeah, it was warm in Puerto Vallarta and Cabo, so I'm hoping it will be a little bit warm tomorrow morning, at least for a little while before we get too close back to California.
Yes, and we're just here chatting it up. I know the hot topic is I think there's something to do with some kind of a virus going around. I heard something to that effect, and we know everybody is talking about it, and we're kind of living through the precautionary procedures that a cruise ship's going through to avoid getting that kind of thing.
We had a long talk today with the maitre d' on the ship. We happened to run across him in the buffet area today, so
Yes.
he mentioned to us to let him know if we saw anything more that they could do around the buffet area, just as far as cleanliness goes. They have people everywhere doing everything. They have a person spraying down things in just one little section, another one in another section. They have people at each different little station giving food out and cleaning things, wiping down. The only thing they don't have is they have a person at the drink station, the self-serve drink station, and they are letting you push the button to get your own drink. But after each person does that, they're like wiping the little buttons down, and I mean they are really going above and beyond right here on Carnival.
Sorry guys, I apologize. I am messing with the screen because we're not seeing any chat come through, and we are hoping to see. So there we go. I do see some chat.
Okay, so let's continue.
I see.
So soon. It's his time to, and Carnival has put their staff they're able to leave the ship home right at this time. So also anything that they're going to be doing on the other ships has been suspended. They're not allowed to move to other ships for any reason. Every, I guess, worker, so to speak, has to stay on the ship they're on right now. They're not moving people around at all.
Mm-hmm.
I know a few people are going to be working on a special project on the horizon, which our maitre d' was one of them. I know Emma, the cruise director, was going there to do that as well. I think that's why Matt Mitchum was going to come back to the panorama later. But at this time, that is on a halt as well. They also mentioned that anyone booked on the new Mardi Gras inaugural, there could potentially be that may be delayed as well once again.
I think there's a chance that everything's going to be getting delayed here going forward. First off, guys, welcome to the show. I know some of you are just kind of tuning in right now. We just wanted to stop in and go live after our fantastic day in Cabo. There's so much to talk about. There's so much stuff going on back home. So many things going on the ship. I know one thing is, Sharon, were you wearing goggles today? Because you're sunburned, and it looks like you must have been staring at the sun with your awesome sunglasses on for hours.
I had my sunglasses
because I'm seeing some wild stuff there. All right, guys, I'll try to turn up the volume here. I don't know what else we can do. We are just in our cabin at the moment. We just tried to see if we had any decent kind of internet here. We are safe, Nikita. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we are having a great time. There has, everyone is taking precautions on the ship. Like we said, the staff, the cleanliness has been amazing. They're going above and beyond.
Yes, Virgin delayed their sailings too. Kevin Brubaker, I'm not sure if we can bring you any toilet paper from Mexico, but we'll do our best.
Oh my goodness.
What a crock seems to be political. I'm not sure about that. Vicky McCollum, hello, says St. Louis canceled concerts from the symphony. What is going on, John and York at the Chip Show? Greetings to you guys there. So, yeah, like Sharon was just saying, if you missed it, if you were just getting on here, just firing up the YouTube machine, that we had a long talk with our favorite maitre d' today. The guy's been amazing. Oh, hey, thank you, Chip Show. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
You with your super chat. Thanks, dude. We always appreciate that. Yeah. So a myth, which is one of our favorite maitre d's. We've dealt with him on a couple of ships. Took some time while we were chowing down lunch to stop by and say hi, and he told us about being that as a maitre d', his responsibility right now is the health and safety of the guests. And he talked about how he's placing servers, workers, staff at every food station, at every place that he could where germs could be transferred, and making sure that they stay there. So, I mean, if you needed a salad, there's someone to get it for you. If you want a cookie from the snack bar, there's somebody to get it. If you want an ice cream cone, they're getting it for you. If you need salsa to go with your guy's blue iguana burrito today, if you need pickles and onions and mushrooms to go with your guy's burger, did I say guys blue iguana a minute ago? My bad. I'm a little wound up. But anyway, so that's the kind of stuff that they're doing.
So hard. I mean, they are.
They really are.
I mean, they work a lot of hours as it is, but they are really just going above and beyond right now.
Vicente says, show the balcony. Vicente, and I apologize, guys. We in our thumbnail, we were live from the balcony. And as we went live, the connection was just bad out there. Yeah. We thought we'd run in real quick here into the cabin and see if we had anything any better. So
we can show you around our messy cabin.
There you go.
Before we go, we'll give you a quick glimpse of the balcony again.
Marty, thank you very much. And Matthew catch himself a pizza fish. You'll have to tune in for all the fishing excursion excitement when that vlog comes out. But I can tell you right now that we had an amazing time.
We did.
We were taken care of by Lands and Charters. Those guys were great, and we have some amazing videos.
I think I posted one on Instagram already. As we were coming back in, these big, huge pelicans just jumped like on the back of the ship with us, and they literally stood there sat there the whole way.
Today we were on a boat, not a ship.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting my ships
fishing
and boats
boat,
mixed up.
Cruise ship. We'll work it out. We'll get it out.
The fishing boat. Anyways, they just sat there the whole way in, like for, gosh, like I want to say like 15 minutes or something. They were just riding on the back.
Yes.
We were taking pictures and everything. They didn't budge. It was great. And then
you're giving away. I just said you'll have to tune in to the vlog to see everything, and now you're literally telling everything to everyone. What kind of communication gap do you have?
Pictures to post. They're going to see it anyways.
Sue Archer, we cannot confirm or deny. Let's say that Sharon was not 100% the entire trip, and we'll have to leave it at that.
We'll tell them. We can
thank
tell
you,
them.
Vicky.
That's not going to be in the vlog.
Oh, it's all in the vlog.
So when we went out, we were just going really fast out there. Then when we got all the way out there, we were in these little areas to fish. They stopped and fished, and the boat was literally going like this, like literally like this for like, I don't know, like probably an hour at least. Like we moved to another spot and it was still.
You're making me seasick. Please stop doing that.
Anyways, after so long, I finally got sick. I just got sick. And then eventually we took off a little bit and started going kind of slowly and
started trolling for billfish.
Okay, in the shade a little more. And then I started feeling better and I came around, and by the time we got almost back,
you were 100%.
I was back to normal.
You were 100%.
But it was pretty bad there for a short time.
Oh, I'm sorry. The
glass
in your thing makes it very difficult
to
do this. There's a few comments that I had to say. The Mask Collector says, things are bad. Oh, oh my God. Wow.
What did you do, Jamie?
Hold on a second.
I hope everyone else isn't seeing it like that.
Hang on a second.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. Sharon has protective glass on her phone, which makes it very difficult to do anything with the screen. Yes, NCAA, NBA, hockey, all canceled for the most part. Vicente, thank you so much. We appreciate it. I was saying the Mask Collector said, things are bad when the mouse closes the human trap. Florida Krista, you're so right. Buy cruise stock. Buy it now.
So we were just looking. Carnival stock, it was down to 14. Was it 14? Yeah, I think $14.
Yes.
Norwegian's down to 9 something. Royal Caribbean's down to like 30. They were down to 30.
I thought they were down 30. Well, they're
No,
down
down
as well.
$30
Everyone is down, guys.
per
So
share.
do the cruise lines a favor and go and buy yourself some stock.
I know when we get home, we're going to be buying up some stock.
I don't know what to do with your little. Yeah, you're gonna have to handle that.
Yeah.
NASCAR. Oh, NASCAR's done as well. Why were they? I mean, yeah, I guess so. Everything.
Yeah, any kind of public place, I guess, where they think that something's going to spread, they're going to start kind of shutting down for a while until they get a grip on it.
Mary Ellen, I believe so. Contact your broker, contact your insurance company, contact somebody who can point you in the right direction. That's for sure.
Now I know a lot of cruise lines are making changes. I know Carnival, I guess they are canceling all of their European cruises this summer, from what I understand. Yes. Princess has suspended their cruises for 60 days.
So is Viking as well. But that makes sense. You have a lot of older folks on those cruise lines. Norwegian announced that if you're over 70 and you're cruising, you have to have a letter from your doctor stating you're in good health.
So I got an email with from Norwegian saying that any of my clients do over 70, they have a medical questionnaire that the doctor needs to fill out, I guess now, saying that they are in good health to sail. Also, and we were parked in, and I'm surprised that they haven't really been hit harder, because they do tend to have an elderly crowd on them.
A little older crowd over there. I don't know if elderly. I mean, we're borderline elderly, aren't we?
Well, you know what I mean. I'm just with the coronavirus hitting the elderly a little harder.
Yeah.
So, but so far I haven't heard of anything with.
Wow, NASCAR runs the race with no fans. I would think all the sports would at least do that instead of canceling their season.
Yeah.
Kelsey, we are having fun nonetheless.
They should play the sport and then at least record it. Let people watch it on TV.
Yes. David Smith. It depends your cruise line whether or not Alaska's canceled.
Oh yeah.
Depends your cruise line. Cruising Susan. What's up? Newsflash, you're smart, Alec. Cruising Susan. Newsflash, Chargers cancel season. How dare you? How dare you?
We had someone today on the ship tell us that Carnival canceled all their cruises for the next 60 days. And we're like, what? Right when we got back on board. I think they saw that Carnival Corporation Princess suspended. I think they took that as Carnival. But at this time, Carnival has not canceled their cruises except for the Europe cruises.
Yeah. And Josie, you're probably right. Doctors in Louisiana won't sign that thing for NCL because that's too much liability.
Right.
I hear what you're saying. I totally hear what you're saying there. Yeah. Can you do that thing where you touch the screen? You gotta do it, because I don't know what I can't. When I hit it, I jack the whole thing up.
Well, you gotta wait. It's gonna move. There, it's gonna move on.
No. I want to go back on the chat a little bit.
Back. Okay.
Yep, back a little more. Back a little more. Okay, nope, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
The ship show said you guys are not elderly. B State 67. Don't try to stuff your suitcases with toilet paper. Customers will probably be looking for it.
I know. When we get home, we're gonna have to go to the store and hope that there's some things left. Actually, I think we stocked up on some of that stuff from Costco recently.
Yes,
so.
Antonio, that's a tough one, man. Just keep an ear to the grindstone. Keep on listening to the news. Contact Carnival if you can. I mean, it's so hard to even get a hold of them.
Yeah.
And look for notifications. If you can get on Carnival, make sure that you sign up for notifications from the cruise line. If you have a cruise coming up in the next 6 months or so, go to the cruise line's website, check your booking info, and even if you have a travel agent, you can still do that kind of thing and get signed up for notifications from the cruise line, either through email or through your cell phone. So there you go. Yes, Ship Show said, you keep your ear to the grindstone. Is it something else? Did I make a new saying there? Keep your nose to the grindstone. How's that sound? Scott is on deck. What's up? The panorama is glorious, and we're having an amazing time. Travel adventures with J Destiny. I hope you get on without a hitch, because that means that we got off without a hitch.
Yeah.
Why? Somebody said why? Oh, I can't. Darn.
I'll hear.
Someone said why toilet paper? Diarrhea isn't a symptom. You're right. I don't know. Maybe it's for blowing the nose. They want something downy or
well,
northern
no,
press.
it's just people are buying up anything that they feel is kind of a necessity to have, because they're afraid that they're going to be stuck, I guess, in their house and never ever it's going to be sold out everywhere and they're not going to get it.
Leanne says, Leanne, what's going on, girl? Leanne says you guys are looking great. Carnival's taking care of their guests. When you say taken care of, do you mean they're making you overweight and bloated? Because yes, they are doing a good job of that. I'll tell you, guys. Somebody give me some feedback. Are you hearing us okay? Are you seeing us okay? Again, for those of you just joining, we wanted to be on the balcony to chat for a minute. Let's just see a little bit of the ocean. Turned out the balcony's internet connection, immediately kicked us off and wouldn't connect, so we jumped in here. We'll take you out in a few minutes and show you what's going on out there quickly if we can. And of course, the blinds are closed because if we open them, you'll not see any of us. Our faces will just be dark shadows the way the light works. So for that, I apologize.
So we just got back, we got back on board about maybe an hour and a half ago or something like that. And we went down to the buffet. I wanted some gelato, so I got some gelato.
Where's your gelato? You finished it?
I finished it. So
oh my God.
They had coffee gelato and also mango. I couldn't decide, so I had both. And then I went back and got I wanted to get coffee, but they were still making it.
Yes.
So I got some more mango.
Whitney Castillo, it's blurry, but it's understandable. Thank you so much. We sound perfect, but looks blurry. Thank you guys. We appreciate that. I don't really have a way to fix it. Sharon's video might be set up to do like 1080p, and maybe that's making the things slow a little. We're using Sharon's phone today instead of mine. Mine was having some issues.
He couldn't get his to connect to Wi-Fi,
and Celestial Strings, one of the shows. It is tonight.
It is tonight.
And we'll be going to that tonight. We're super, super excited about it. Super excited.
We're gonna eat at the steakhouse, and then we are going to the show after.
Everyone says they're hearing us great, so let's just close our eyes and pretend this is a podcast. How's that sound? Mary Ellen Dillon said you're not that blurry here. Thank you, Mary Ellen. For some reason, I missed you guys and never see you in person anyway. Sit the ship show. Oh, you're so sweet. TP is a constant necessity. If trucks stop running or factories shut down, you can't get it. That's okay, man. Just go get a couple leaves out of the backyard and you'll be fine.
Oh my God.
Thank you. They can still hear us clearly. Thanks for all the updates on the cruise. It looked wonderful. Marianne, you're welcome. We decided to cancel our Norwegian trip and set up for next year at the same time, said Gail Young. Yeah. Gail, that's not a bad idea. You have to do what you're comfortable doing. Yeah. Sharon and I were talking this morning, and listen, first off, she's got a little education, right, in the topic. She's a nurse. And she's been doing that for years, so she's a little familiar with bugs and viruses and stuff like that. And she was talking to me about how, if you have a cold or something, you can, or if you have an infection, you can kill that with antibiotics. But viruses don't work that way. But antibiotics don't work on them. That's why right now they're trying different viral drugs like HIV drugs and things like that to see what will stop this coronavirus. But we have a theory, and it's not based on anything more than being middle-aged folks who've been around a while with kids and all that kind of stuff, that a virus like this has probably been around for a while, and it's probably something that just now we're learning what it is and that it's got a new name and all that kind of stuff. And because there's so many people that are all of a sudden have it like this, it's spreading like wildfire. But is it really spreading, or are they just testing for something that's already been there, and they're just finding something that's already existed?
Well,
but now it's just a different strain with a different name. So.
Yeah, I mean, and younger, healthier people aren't.
Oh no, not Chris Barnett.
Aren't really affected so much by it. Although, if they get it, they can carry it to someone else, which is like, per se, an elderly person, which can't really fight it off as well, or someone with a poor immune system or something that can't fight it off, and that's where it can be serious, and that's where the deaths come, and things like that.
Jason, thank you, Skyhawk. We appreciate that. We're looking forward to seeing you in October too. Nothing gonna stop us from getting on that ship, unless that ship is not sailing.
So I know we've had people. We've had questions even on the ship. People we've run into ask about traveling, and we've had a couple things in the works between now and our group cruise, but nothing specific. And a few things specific, but nothing that we have booked yet for summer. So we're kind of playing it by ear now. And we do have a land vacation kind of in the works. So we're going to see how that pans out, just as far as flights and things like that go.
They're still offering sunburn on cruises, Sharon, aren't they? That you got some there. Great. Mary Ellen Dillon said the company that figured out the SARS vaccine is not too far from her, and they're working on a new one. Mary Ellen, I'd be looking at those folks for figuring out how they came about the tests for those things as well, because now they can, first you sell the test kit, then you sell the vaccine. That's what it seems like to me. My chat's disappeared again. So
there you go.
Oh, thank you.
You gotta have the right finger.
Yeah, I don't know what your deal is. You're using your little ET finger.
I'm used to that glass screen, and you don't have it.
Megan Murphy said, "What specialty restaurants will you be eating at on the ship?" Megan, I have horrible news for you. only one specialty restaurant, sort of, are we planning on eating at on the ship.
And we kind of decided that for a couple reasons. We've had the teppanyaki. We were ate at Gigi's before
On the Horizon, we ate at
it was
Gigi's
Horizon,
Asian, and that was
Horizon.
amazing.
Yeah. But when we got on the Panorama this time, we had some of our favorite wait staff that's we followed from the Horizon, and we were enjoying them so much, eating with them as our servers, that we really don't want to eat at any specialty
Yes.
restaurant. And they've actually even brought us some specialty things to dinner, so we didn't even have to go to the specialty restaurant.
There you go.
So, and I'm hoping to get creme brulee again tonight.
Good call.
I've had it for the last few nights.
Paul Grable just said, since SARS and MERS are coronaviruses, those researchers will find the vaccine. That's a good point that you make there, because if you look at the label of a lot of existing products and cleaning products, it will use the term coronavirus.
Yeah, it does.
Coronavirus has been around for a long time. It's a new strain of a coronavirus that they found that makes it this big deal. I mean, you could come up with a theory if you wanted to,
Thanks, Charles.
that coronavirus is not unlike any other flu out there, just a bad version of it that they're just now being able to detect. I'm not a doctor. I don't know if that's super true or not, but in theory, that's how it could work.
Yeah.
Paul Buckler, I had a corona already on the cruise, and I believe I'm still coronavirus free. So there's just a little corona info for you there. I think I've already had a Dos Equis and a Michelob Ultra, so I'm free of those viruses as well.
Now I know, let's see, there's something, I know a lot of schools are closing down in some states and colleges. I know in Arizona, ASU and U of A are opting to go to online classes I'm not sure if it's for the next couple of months or the rest of the semester, but I did hear our daughter messaged us and told us that she does some clinicals for what she is in school right now for, and they're shutting that down. They're going to be doing just their things online, and she had told us about U of A and ASU.
Yes. Lewis, the travel and theme park spotter 98. Where are you at port? We're right now we're in our cabin, not confined, not quarantined, just in the cabin, because the balcony internet was just not coming through for us, which is what we wanted to show you and come to you live from out there. But we just left Cabo San Lucas 30 minutes ago. We're just sailed away from there. Had an amazing day there. Everything went normal. We got off the ship immediately. The guys, same with Puerto Vallarta. Both ports, since Mazatlan was canceled, both ports we got off immediately, got back on at the right time. No delays or anything. There was no issue from the locals here in Cabo or Puerto Vallarta regarding anyone on the ship being ill or anything like that. We feel great that we have, 2 more sleeps until we get off of the ship ourselves. And right now there hasn't been any issues with any form of debarkation so far. So we're feeling pretty good about that.
Jason, oh no, Anna Maria is not at the Alchemy Bar this time. She got off the ship the day we got on. It was her vacation. For her vacation time, and she was going home for probably a couple of months before she gets back on. We did hear that our favorite maitre d' is going to be the maitre d' on the Mardi Gras, so we're excited about that. And I think a lot of some other people on the ship that we really like are going to be going to the Mardi Gras as well. So once again, they're just moving the good people.
And although no one can replace the amazing Anna Maria.
I know.
If you are coming on this ship, you will see 2 great alchemists, I should say. One really that will blow you away is Nicola.
Yeah,
he is a great personality. And do you remember our other alchemist name? Zoran and Nicola are the alchemists for this cruise. Together they're amazing. Nicola is fantastic on his own. Zoran's a little the quieter of the two, but still does a great job with the drinks. Always there for you. Attentive, great service. I promised that I was getting back to Macon earlier this week and get back into the Pig and Anchor Brew House, and I will later today for a drink with him to say hi. But we hit the Alchemy twice, and to be honest with you guys, we've gone to bed early twice. The last 2 ports we had to beat. The last 2 ports we got in at 7 this morning and yesterday morning.
Last night we went to bed early. The night before we really didn't go to bed that early. we planned to, but it wasn't as early as we.
Yeah, so Jeff said I had to cancel April 4, work throwing down the gauntlet. Hey, we get that. We get that. I don't know what my work's going to be doing. Sharon really kind of works from home at this point, so that's cool.
Anna Maria, was awesome on the horizon. Can't wait to see her on.
Yes.
She went away.
Thank you, Jason. We appreciate you saying that.
Can't wait to see her on the Mardi Gras. Yeah, I'm thinking she's gonna. I thought she told us she was gonna be on the Mardi Gras, and I'm thinking she will be.
Yes. Pia, the fishing trip was great. We had an outstanding time fishing, and we'll have all the details. I'll tell you guys right now, wasn't a lot of catching going on, but plenty of fishing, and we just had one of the best couple of hours, just the three of us as a family, relaxing and chilling out. Once Sharon got over a hint of a little agita, for lack of a better term, she was a rock star. She hung in there, and we ended up having a great afternoon. And really, the ending, probably everything was great, but the last 30 minutes were just fantastic as we arrived back into the port area. And when you watch the vlog, you'll see why we say that. Anoop, what's going on, buddy? Megan says, please have a martini suggestion for me.
Oh my gosh.
Outstanding. We can do that.
What happened?
Oh, you just hit actions.
I'm trying to.
You need to.
The chat keeps disappearing on us, so we keep having to tap it to see it again.
Alchemy Bar is not on our itinerary with our 2-month-old. Yeah. Hold on, your 2-month-old. Okay, you're right about that. I was gonna say maybe Camp Ocean, but I don't even know if that.
After it depends. With a 2-month-old, you may not want to leave them there, but you do have the option of leaving them at Camp Ocean at 10 o'clock at night, between 10 and 1 a.m., 10 at night and 1 a.m. If you want to pay, I believe it's like $6.75 an hour.
That's right.
Babysitting fee. They will watch any kids of any age during that time. They usually just have a movie on or something for the kids that are a little bit older, and they watch babies in there as well. And they're pretty good with them. But I know, a 2-month-old, you might not want to put them in the environment of just being around a lot of other kids at that point. Although they are on a cruise ship. So.
Someone had a sad. Sharon, we will never go live with your phone again. I'm sorry. What a nightmare.
I know.
What a nightmare. D. Whitmore told a sad story. They had a large group going, and her mother, who's a little bit older, is not able to go per her doctor, recommends not going, and that's messing up the whole deal. Well, it's terribly sorry to hear that. Guys, the good news is this. The good news is that if you have to change your plans for cruising right now. We heard about
that, Gail Young, about Tom Hanks.
If you have to change your plans for cruising right now, there's no better time to do it, because the cruise lines are taking care of you. The airlines are taking care of you. You can reschedule. You can do all that kind of stuff right now with any cruise line. So that's the good news. The bad news is that your plans, something you've been looking for a while, is going to get put off. But if you're that concerned about it, then hey, do what you got to do and reschedule that thing for 6 months from now and give it another shot.
Reschedule that and take advantage of some of the low prices on select cruises on multiple cruise lines, as well as some low airfares in the future. So kind of just spend the time doing some research on some of those things, take advantage of some of that, and purchase things that are a little bit out more, maybe get some travel insurance, and then just start getting online and doing a lot of research for your new adventures, and spend the time.
You know what you should do? Find a fun cruising community. I don't know. Let's say sharonatsea Travel, and just research with them. Ask them questions. Join their Facebook group, Sharonatsea Cruise Crew, if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe to their channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the fun vlogs that are going to be coming up. And do your thing that way, and live vicariously through others if your plans won't come through until that changes.
Speed by before you know it.
Wow. Wait, who said my job is restricting me to go? We've heard that with some folks, and
we've heard that.
Man, I don't know. That's tough. I will tell you this. I have been able to see a few emails from my work since we're in Mexico, and there was one where they said we won't be serving coffee, and to please don't make coffee or put the cups or creamers and sugars and stir sticks out, because they don't want anyone using them. Now, yes, I work for a paint company, so that's the extent of our in-store snacks is coffee for the guys that we see at 6 a.m. in the morning. But they live and die on that, so they're going to be pretty pissed off if that's not there. And otherwise, they're just encouraging good hygiene until things change. I saw something where they said that if someone is out sick, that they urge them to stay out if they're still ill and to get themselves looked at and tested and stuff like that.
I know some employers sometimes give people a hard time when they call out sick.
Not
but
now.
I think this is one time where you probably won't see them giving
Nobody
a hard time.
wants their HR taking any grief
Yeah.
for that kind of a deal. That's for sure. I'm just waiting for my work to make me telework. Crazy cat. Hey, that might not be a bad deal. If I could work from home, I would. No coffee, I wouldn't go back, says Nana. You're right. They've closed all school in Ohio for the next 3 weeks, says Dee. That is crazy. We're waiting to see if Matthews does as well.
Like Disney's closing down, like a lot of theme parks, and I mean, there's so many things closing down.
Kevin McGee has 2 questions. One I saw earlier and we hadn't answered yet. Kevin, Sharon was looking into something with getting into the Havana area, but they are pretty locked down on that. Okay, it's not there. It's a question from earlier. So he asked about a cabin, whatever cabin in the Havana area. When Sharon mentioned there was someone that she was looking to that cabin for who asked about it.
We did go down there. I didn't.
But we just couldn't.
That.
We couldn't get too far in
cabin.
there.
We were in the Havana area. I was down the hall, but I just didn't see that specific cabin.
Yes.
So,
as I was saying, we couldn't get all the way in there to show that particular cabin. So we're sorry about that, dude. We're sorry about that.
I might try to get down there on debarkation day when people are leaving the rooms and get a little video of it if that's the people are out of the room and see what we can.
Yes, and Kevin, January is a little bit tricky. It's probably pretty chilly. If you like a cooler climate on your cruises, then January is a great time to go because it will be warmer down in Mexico. But the first day down there and the first day or the last day coming back will be really
cold.
Quite cold, and the weather won't be great.
Going down on this trip, but it was actually quite warm in Cabo and in Puerto Vallarta this time. Once you're down here, but any earlier than like spring break, like March time, it's gonna be pretty chilly.
You're right. It does seem like the beginning of a zombie apocalypse movie. I will tell you what, I joked about that as we sat in the terminal in Long Beach waiting to board the ship, and you could tell tensions were fine, but they were rising, right? And there was just, families and older folks and kids sitting on the floor playing,
were so many little
and
kids.
People chattering, and you heard conversations boiling up a little bit and talking about the topic, and it was just like the scene from a zombie movie where all of a sudden you're just waiting for a door to burst open and someone to come in and start attacking everyone. It was so bad. No coffee, well then bring your own. Dana, you're right. I'll be bringing my own, that's for sure.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, Sharon. What a nightmare. This is ridiculous. What have I missed? Pixie Dust Traveler, you've missed nothing. We're just talking about cruising.
You guys got on.
There's really nothing to talk about in cruising right now. So, Dorina, what's going on?
Oh, I'm glad you guys got on before the big mess. We went 3
we are
times. I was reading that comment.
We went 3 times, and we're glad we got on because of the big mess.
Oh my goodness. I like halfway done reading it, and it's like,
Sharon, you have to work on your reading, dang it.
Well,
sorry, I'm working with your phone here. It's a pain in the custard. The good thing in China, the doctor said, with Dave and Sally, that the warmer it gets, the more of the dying it cannot live in the heat. That's what Gail said. That's good news for us because in Arizona, it'll keep things to a minimum. It's already 85, 90 degrees out there right now. So we're warm, and maybe that keeps it a little bit down. So we shall see. Chris Barnett said, John Heald said, if you have diabetes type 1 or 2, you can't cruise for the time being. I don't know why, unless that just makes you more susceptible to it or susceptible to problems. So we'll see what that's all about.
Any kind of health condition, diabetes or just anything health related like that, you're always more susceptible to getting sick.
Gregory, no, we have today, tomorrow, which is a sea day, and then we are scheduled to get back off of the ship on Saturday morning and drive back home. And barring any issue, we hope that goes as smoothly as debarkation the last 2 days has gone. And if it does, we will be fine. We'll be happy campers. I don't know. I don't know that there's much more to update, guys. Let's recap a little for the 100 people that joined us since we started. We just got back on the ship. We wanted to share a little bit of interaction we had with some of the folks here on the ship. Amit, if I'm saying that right, I hope that I am. Amit, who is a great maitre d that we've encountered on a number of cruises came by to talk to us a little bit, and he was pointing out all the things that they're doing on the Lido deck where it comes to food. The Lido deck is where you have so much congestion, right? The buffet area, the Lido deck, the pool area, all the food, so much.
Are going to spread
Yes.
if anywhere on the ship.
So many bars, so many pools, so many, all the food stations, the pizza, the seafood shack, Guy's Burger, Blue Iguana, it's all there. And he was talking to us about all the different things where he has to place people in certain spots and make sure they stay there, they cannot leave there, and that everyone's working longer hours, including he. They're restricting movement. He said it was VTs, vessel transfers are being restricted right now. People that were supposed to transfer, people whose contract is about to end, have to re-up their contract.
Yeah,
one of the fun squad, who we have met a couple times before, that we were talking to last night. You pointed this out previously, that so many of the captains and a lot of the higher ups are Italian.
Yeah.
And Italy's on lockdown, and these guys can't go home. If they have a contract ending, they can't end it. Guys who are on contract can't come back.
They can end it, but they really don't have an option.
Well, they're not going to get home.
They end it, they can't go home anyway. So they're kind of almost pushed into re-upping it.
No, I mean, even the maitre d' we talked to today said in the coming weeks he had a vacation coming.
Yeah, he was.
And he talked to his wife,
India.
and he said, I'm sorry, right now I can't come home. There's too much to do. I have too much to worry about here with my staff and the ship and everything going on. So these guys are breaking their backs. And so if you go on a cruise, appreciate them for all the effort that they're putting out. They're really trying to do everything they can to keep us safe. You might hear an oddball story here or there about something, but man, they're working hard.
This is kind of one of my opinion, but one of the reasons I think it seems to be spreading a little more rampant in Princess is partially, there is a little bit of an elderly crowd, but it's not so much that. I think it's because some staff members transferred from different ships right before the outbreak, and I think some of it got transferred from ship to ship, and it just got spread throughout multiple ships.
So you're saying it was kind of like a ship to ship show?
Yeah, I guess so. So I think that's why Princess is taking, I guess, the biggest hit here versus some of the other cruise lines.
Yes. But if anyone wants to lighten up the conversation and make fun of Sharon's sunburn, now would be a great time to do it. She has got circular. It's like you had goggles paisano is what we need to call you. Can you do your thing there and make that screen come back up?
There you go.
There you go.
Just
there you go.
Right touch.
Pia, the food has been amazing. Our dining room food has been fantastic. We just had the buffet for the first time all week. That was great. It's been good. Everywhere we're going, we're getting, we're having some good grub. Here's the bad news, guys. Here's the really bad news. They don't have any oysters on the ship this week.
Oh, they don't.
The oyster order never got to the ship. Apparently it was supposed to come in there on Monday. It got canceled, turned away at the time because it's oysters. You can't leave them laying around the shop or anything. Yeah. And they didn't get a chance to get them back on. So the oysters, guys, there's no oysters, and that's my worst information to share with you guys. Leanne, we hit it, and it hit us right back and kicked our ass, to be honest with you.
Well, we've done it, I think, 3 times. The first night, Jamie really hit it hard, too hard, and I don't know.
You want to clarify what you're talking about one more time, depending on where they came in our conversation?
He was a big loser, anyways.
Sharon says, I hit the casino hard. I hit the casino really hard. I just want to translate that. You have a habit of saying things, and then other YouTube channels pick up things that you say, take them out of context, and make funny things from you.
Now they will, because you just pointed out.
Julie, the elevators on the Panorama, it's not the elevators. They work fine. It's the passengers. Guys, if you're on a newer Carnival Vista-style ship that has elevators, please, you have to hit the deck that you want to go to as many times as are people in your group.
One thing I'll say, on the Horizon, they had a little notification up there how to use it, and on the inaugural Panorama sailing, they had directions up there too how to use it. I noticed this cruise, they don't have those directions up there, and nobody is using it. Every time the elevator opens, there is literally 3 times as many people than the elevator will hold to try to pack in that elevator. And I was watching people, and I noticed that everyone's just hitting it one time. So In fact, I think I'm gonna say something before I leave here. Guest services, to let them know they need to put that sign back up because
Listen, I'll tell you what.
it's
If you want to
really,
talk about places,
um,
if they want to know what place is getting had some sanitation issues, it could be the elevators.
yeah,
Just hitting that screen over and over again could be a problem.
yeah.
Thank you, Lord DeShiel. Lovely to see you. Thank you for the comment up there. Tribute to the sunburn, to the blurriness. No, Paul, it's straight out sunburn.
Yeah.
Lobster night yet? It was already lobster night, unless tonight turns into lobster night. Because guys, let's talk cruising. Okay, well, listen, we've covered a few thoughts about the coronavirus deal. We have, it's a pain in the butt. What are you going to do except do the best you can? And that's what we do with everything in life. We know it's a hot topic everywhere, but guys, the big news is, guess who's going to the steakhouse for dinner tonight? These guys right here. Steakhouse tonight, guys. While everything else is falling apart, the world is collapsing as we know it. Cruise lines are canceling cruises, and I feel terrible for all of you who are negatively affected by that. But right now, guys, we're going to the steakhouse tonight. After that, we're going to go to the Guy's Pig and Anchor Brew House, Flavor Town, as they call it, for a drink. Then we're going to waddle over to the Alchemy Bar for another drink, and we're just going to cruise. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if Carnival is going to delay any of their cruises. Right now, they have not canceled their cruises, although Princess, under the Carnival Corporation name, is canceling the next 60 days, probably with good reason too. They just need to shut it down for a minute. But Carnival themselves, they're to our knowledge, we've not heard anything that they're canceling any cruises, and we're just going to go out and cruise tonight.
Yeah,
we got a day and a half left.
Multiple emails this week asking my advice on should I cancel, should I not?
Give them your advice right here, free of charge.
And this is not just people that are cruising the next couple of weeks. People that are cruising like this summer, maybe this fall and beyond. Should I cancel my cruise? And I can't give really advice because I don't know someone personally. I don't know their health concerns or issues. But my thought is if you are elderly, you do have any autoimmune diseases, you are not in the best of health, or you do have, say, diabetes or any kind of health concern like that, I would say if you're booked in the next 3 months, you may want to reschedule for further out. If you're a healthy individual, younger, depending on where you're sailing and cruise line, I would say go ahead as usual with your cruising. Just be extra cautious, use hand sanitizer, wash your hands with soap and water, use a lot of friction, just keep your hygiene up really well, shower a lot,
Yes.
Wash your hair every day, all that. Just be extra
remember
careful.
that alcohol kills germs as well.
Yeah, just be extra careful when you're out there with what you do. But I wouldn't, if it was me, I wouldn't be canceling anything for us.
All right, hold on, but you just went on a tear. So you were saying if you're cruising, if you have these issues and you're cruising in the next 3 months, you would say, sure, go ahead and think about it, and maybe you wouldn't. But what about other than that?
I said if you are healthy and you have no health concerns. If you do, then I would say change your cruise to a further date.
Okay. But if you're healthy without any of those issues,
and move it out to something maybe later this year or early 2021.
Okay, but if you're healthy without any issues, you say what?
I would say, well, and also besides healthy without issues, you have to take into consideration if you might get quarantined, of course, even if your work will allow you to travel. I mean, of course, those are all concerns too, but just from a health standpoint, I'm not worried if I got the coronavirus, I think I would recover okay. Hopefully I won't get it, but it's not gonna change my mind on the travel, any travel we would have planned.
There you go. All right, that's what they need. People need definitive answer from you, Sharon.
Now, I would not be traveling to Europe right now or anything like that, but if I'm going on a Caribbean cruise or something, I would not cancel it at this point.
Gail Young, you're so welcome. It is our pleasure. We've not heard much about Ken from Royal. They've remained a little quiet here. Probably no news is good news, but I know they have the same things going on as every other cruise line. If you cancel, you will not lose. You will only be, you can postpone, you can reschedule, you can take advantage of those things. I don't know much more than that about any additional perks for not canceling, like Carnival did. Carnival dropped $200 in onboard credit on our cabin, split up between the three of us for maintaining and keeping this cruise. So you know what? Thanks, Carnival. That's a solid move. We appreciate that.
And I know a lot of airlines are doing
Yeah.
the same thing. They're
Yes,
refunding, a lot of the non-refundable fares. They're actually making them refundable or allowing a change without a fee and things like that. So if you're booked on, if you're booked on any, any airfare already and you don't have travel insurance, just check with the airlines that you're booked with and see what kind of, I'm afraid this is gonna fall.
I'm not gonna bump into it. I'm a professional.
What kind of compensation that they are offering.
And on a side note, we'd like to give a shout out to all of the folks that we've had the pleasure of meeting on this cruise day in and day out. Y'all have been amazing. And two people in particular who have been supporters of Sharon at Sea, followers of Sharon at Sea, and are just great folks overall. And those two people are Ruth Todd and Amanda Graves. And we just want to say, hello, ladies. It's been great hanging with both of you. We hope we get to see more of you. And one thing, there was a comment that mentioned that, guys, in the event that we do get quarantined,
oh my God,
everything will be okay. And you know why? I don't know if you can see this, but I've got blue cheese stuffed olives. I've got blue cheese stuffed olives, guys. The bar has vodka. I've got olives. Everything's all systems go. You have nothing to worry about.
Lori says that would be a heck of a tan line. You guys. Or walking around with masks on your face.
Yes. Oh, yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, that would be a funny tan line. Panorama in October. Can't wait. My first cruise ever. Oh. Shannon, you're going to have a great time.
Don't worry.
Thank you, Harold.
October,
Harold Johnson, my man.
Fine.
Great to hear from you, buddy. We'll enjoy that. Do they have butter and salt for the dive-in movie yet? I don't know, Justin, were they out of it here on the Panorama? We haven't hit the dive-in movie, so I cannot answer that question.
We've walked by, but we haven't went out there and watched it. You know what, though? We'll try to remember to check that out tonight.
John Chonowski, there are some good, there's some Parks Pig IPA that I did try at the Flavortown Bar, the Guy's Pig and Anchor Brew House, so I recommend that. Who Archer said, that's why I think you should stay on the ship. I love lamb chops served at the steakhouse. Thank you, Smitty Fool. Holland America is canceled along Princess. Seattle cruise season was supposed to start April and now it's delayed. You got that right. Seattle's got some issues up there.
Yeah.
Carnival stock closed at $14.97. Time to buy, said Leanne.
That's right.
It is time to buy, unless it goes down to $5 tomorrow.
Yeah.
In which case, tomorrow's the time to buy, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'm thinking by the time we get home, it might be about $5.
Yeah. All right, get them, guys. We've been here for a long time. People are dropping off. I know you have places to go, people to see, dinner to make, lives to live. We just want to check in with you real quick and say hello, say that we love you all. And I don't know if us bringing you these shows from the ship makes you feel a little bit better about cruising, if it gives you a little more of an honest insight, if you like hearing from people who are literally cruising right now in this time of chaos in the cruising community, then we're the channel for you, and you came to the right place. So thank you for being here. If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to the channel. Comment in the videos, give your thoughts about things, share your opinions, or share facts if you can. That'd be great. Make sure you join the Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew. I know a few Facebook communities have made some comments about getting blown up by coronavirus memes and posts, and we haven't had a lot of that. And I've always told Sharon that
that's okay if you post them. Actually, it's funny, who gets a real kick out of those is Matthew, our son.
He likes to, hold on, but Sharon, I gotta stop you. I'm not inviting. Let me say it against that.
We don't want to be blown up with
I'm not inviting you to post more. I'm simply saying that we don't get a lot of them, and that's cool with us. And Sharon and I have always said that we think that we have some of the, as far as people who follow our channel, I'd like to say that they are some of the most seasoned cruisers out there. We do have a great mix of newbie cruisers and people that have cruised many times before. And it's one thing that we're very proud of about the Sharon at Sea travel community is that you guys are on point and you know your stuff for the most part. And we're proud of that. So if something's funny and witty and new, share it. If it's been shared 100 times, then let's wrap it up and not share it 101 times, okay? All you have to do is scroll through the comments and see if it's been posted 10 times earlier. I will tell you this, if you do something that was already posted twice or once in the last 10 minutes, we'll delete the second one. But otherwise, unless it's just in horrible taste, we'll leave it up and people can comment. And if like 20 people comment and say this is horrible and rude, then we'll take it down. And if 20 people comment and say LOL, then we'll leave it up. We'll just keep it there. So is that good with you, babe?
Yeah.
Okay. So Leanne, Nancy, you're the moderators. You're also in charge of the sharonatsea cruise crew. You have the same guys. You know, take that information, run with it. Whatever you girls want to do to handle the business while we're away is cool with us. You're in charge, ladies. So keep an eye on things. That's it, guys. Are we done?
We're done.
Wrap it up.
And we'll try to post some more pictures a little bit later today. We have some really fun pictures from the boat today on the way coming in. Besides those pelicans, there were some other fun things that
There was some sea life.
us. Yeah.
Yes.
We thought one almost got in the boat with us.
Yes. Yes.
Anyway, so that was a lot of fun. And follow us on Instagram because I'm trying to post stories and post more every day. We never really did that before, but a lot of people seem to like it.
We're trying to get cool. We're old. We're a little behind the time. I think pretty soon, guys, I'm on the Sharon's handle the Instagram, but I think I'm finally going to break down and create a MySpace page. So keep an eye out for that. The sharonatsea MySpace page
Oh my gosh.
should be coming at you soon.
I don't even think they have that.
No, I'm sure there is one. I'm sure there's a.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure there's a MySpace page out there. I'm sure there's a MySpace channel. That's.
What, are you going to try to show them something from a picture?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh.
I don't know if they would see
Amy's
it.
going to try to hold up, I think, something from his phone.
Ooh, you can see that. I don't know if you can see that.
Wow.
But if you can,
Here, let's see.
that was a sneak. Could you see that? And if you can, nope, that's all. That's all they're going to get. That's a sneak peek from what might be at hand from the Cabo San Lucas vlog at Sharonatsea on our Carnival Panorama cruise. So you're not going to want to miss that.
Let's just say our little boat got really close to the big ship and to the Ooster Dam as well.
Holland America Ooster Dam was out there. Anyway, hit that button one more time. Let's say goodbye to some folks. Or hit whatever. Bring this thing back to life.
I feel like it's...
Oh, guys, the chat's done. I'm so sorry.
It'll come up. There they go.
You got it?
I got it.
DCA 10, Deb, we love you and we miss you. And Terry, too. We never leave him. I'm not canceling it. I'm going on Panorama in April. That's what I like to see. Yeah. I am going to have a big bite of a juicy steak, Gail, but the bad news is the oysters. They're closing Disneyland. We heard that. Yeah. Do they make chocolate martinis? Yes, guys. If you didn't see it, I had last night for the first time an espresso teeny. Grey Goose, Kahlua, and espresso, and chilled espresso.
It was really good.
Oh my God. That was the greatest thing I've ever had. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sade, hello. Are we buying stock? We're definitely gonna see if we can't break open Matthew's piggy bank and buy and buy a little stock.
We're gonna purchase some more when we get home.
If we can get this YouTube thing to make a couple bucks for us, then we'll definitely think about buying a little stock.
Oh my gosh.
What the farfignugan, Sharon? All right, I'm done shaking this phone. I'm going right to the bottom.
We missed all those chats.
100 shares, Cruising Susan. 100 shares. Spiker's Crazy Adventures. What is going on? Great to see you here. That's a solid pizza order. Hold on. There's something else. That's a solid pizza order right there for $200. You got that right, buddy. You got that. Don Hill put up a preliminary copy of a travel policy by Carnival that should be released soon. Stricter travel policy. Mm-hmm. You know what? Here's my travel policy. Let me show you my travel policy. Here's my platinum card. It's a platinum card. This is my travel policy. All right? Nobody's telling me where to go.
Oh, my goodness.
That's how I roll. For crying out loud. All right, guys, listen, we love you, all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging in there. We really, really appreciate it. That's right. On the way out, guys, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Hit the thumbs up. If you don't know how, when the show's about to end, close out the chat, hit the X, then hit the thumb button, the thumb up button, hopefully not the thumb down, but the thumb up. Hit that on the way out the door. We always appreciate it. It makes YouTube think that you guys like us a little bit more. Sean and Casey, no.
No one is
We've
sick
not
on
run
the
into
ship.
anyone.
No one is sick on the ship, although we did have 2 medical emergencies. One at the beginning of the cruise, and yesterday, getting back on the ship from Puerto Vallarta, someone had fallen down. I
There was a
don't know.
fall.
I don't know if it was they like just tripped and fell, or they kind of passed out and fell over. No one really seems to know, but
Marty, thank you so
thank
much.
you,
We
Marty.
appreciate it, Marty.
But they did call for the medical team to go down to the gangway.
There you go. Yeah. So far we've not heard a peep about anyone
But no,
ill in any
yeah.
way, shape, or form that can be connected to any virus.
Right.
So there you go. There you go. All
So
right, guys.
we're keeping the ship clean for
Yeah.
those of you that are getting on this.
I'm
Saturday.
trying. I'm not going to turn the camera around. Oh, I don't think there's anything to show you guys. But if you just want, so this is why the curtain's been closed, okay? Because if it's open, then it's
Ooh.
really, really hard.
Okay. Here, we will turn this around. So you want to see our messy room? Well, we have all kinds of. Let me see. I got this.
Hold on,
I got
let
the
me
whole
help you.
tripod here.
Let me help you, babe. Let me help you, babe. Okay, first off, cabin. Here's a look at the cabin right here. Okay, there's some stuff there. Here's Matthew's bed over here. That's where he crashes out. Here's our bed. That's where the sharonatsea magic happens. Okay, here's some stuff here. All right, I don't think there's any underwear sitting around. And here it is, guys. Here it is. That's your view. That is your view right there of the ocean.
Oh, that is nice and warm out here too.
Sean and Casey, I cannot confirm or deny that.
What's that?
I can't tell you. It does look like a college dorm. Because we're young college kids. There you go, guys. It's the peace and calm of the ocean right here. The sun beating down on it. Cleve Hall, thank you so much. Remember, it's on our Wi-Fi. It's the cruise ships. So thanks for the comment. But that's it, guys. We are out of here. We'll see you guys later.
We'll see
Thanks for
I
watching.
don't know if we'll go live again until we get
Blaine,
home.
what's up, dude?
If we don't, we will see you Monday night. And
Monday
we'll
night?
tell you a lot more about
News. We got all kinds of news. All right, guys. We love you. Peace out. Thanks for watching. And until next time.
Happy cruising and safe travels.
Boom.
Goodbye, everyone.
See ya.